This is ASS Breaking News.
Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Hello, assalamu alaikum, and welcome. I am Asman bin Licken. Brock Jorgensen is out on assignment, reporting on local Brooklyn dad jizzing mayo. I'm very excited today to have on here with me discussing Elon Musk's takeover over Twitter, Washington Post tech journalist Mike is a cunt. Mr. Mike, hello. Welcome back on. How's it going?
Thank you for having me, Mr. Bin Licken.
So, what are you hearing in the tech world right now, amongst other tech journalists, other tech execs over Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter?
It's over. It's all over. Humanity is forsaken. We're all going to die.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the deal was over. Are you talking humanity is over, like humanity as we know it, or is this like a metaphor for something?
No, humanity is over. Think of it like this, man. Think of it as a nuclear holocaust plus 9/11 plus January 6th plus eating Whataburger had an orgy. That's the crisis we're up against.
And
Elon
that's
Musk is buying Twitter.
That's pretty severe, especially with the Musk and the mold that's from Whataburger meat. But that's a huge accusation that you're throwing out there just over Elon Musk stating that he wants to put free speech back into Twitter.
It's truly the worst. I mean, eating Whataburger is torture enough, but when you throw Elon Musk buying Twitter, we truly are up against the worst odds.
Is that what you're hearing from other tech execs as well in the industry? Like, what are some of your tech sources at Twitter saying?
Well, what I'm hearing from my sources is that Twitter is just about turned into 8chan plus 4chan, and the fact that he would use his platform to go after Twitter attorneys, women of color, mind you, women of color. Okay, and a former FBI lawyer. Who does this? The disgust. This is I get my check signed by Jeff Bezos, and this disgusts me, sir.
Right, and just to push back a little bit, when you say that Elon Musk attacked this this lawyer, you mean the extremely mild criticism he posted on the fact that she was part of the decision to ban Trump, and also the New York Post story on Hunter Biden's laptop?
It's almost as if Elon Musk got in his Tesla on top of a SpaceX rocket and ran her over 69 times. Just the brutality.
That's very, very nice. So, with the world ending, how do you expect us normies and normal people out in society to survive this? What would be your suggestion?
Hug your loved ones. Hug your loved ones, and also post the fact that on Twitter, if you say that Elon Musk is not entitled to your data, then there's nothing he can do to you.
Post and share. Yes. And what do you think this would do for people like Candace?
Candace who?
Candace dick fitting.
If you have $44 billion and you use it to buy Twitter, you make bad decisions. Yeah, we have all the cash we need. Right. 44 billion. We need it. News yesterday that Elon Musk, who seems to, at least at this point, possess more expansive views on speech than Twitter's current management, has purchased Twitter. That has sent shockwaves through much of the anti-disinformation political universe.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
What's going on, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Mujahed Kobbe.
And we're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to another episode of Habibi Power Hour. Apologies for the wardrobe malfunction, but Spencer isn't here to change me, so this is what you get. Essentially.
100%. It looks good. Ramadan's been doing well for you.
Thank you. As you can tell, I'm live in the Washington Post newsroom, and they're obviously working
Love the
very
waifus,
hard.
by the way.
Thank you. Honestly,
Totally my
you
aesthetic.
can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with some waifu journalists and attorneys.
Right.
So, but anyways, welcome, Habibis, to the stream. Very excited about tonight's episode. We're truly excited because Habibis is the final week of Ramadan. Your boy is only days away from coming back to social media. Yes, I took a fast from social media. So before we get into it, as always, you can go ahead and subscribe to us. If you really want to support us on Habibi Bros on locals, there is a special promo. It actually expires on April 28th. That's Thursday, April 28th at midnight. And use the code JenRuben69 to get 1 month free off of our locals. But if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the Habibi Discord server in the description of this video. We're basically, I haven't checked the damn thing, Jay. I don't know what's going on. Please, we have to do a little bit of role reversal again. What the hell is going on?
So if you're getting any sort of news from Washington Post or New York Times or even CNN or even MSNBC, it's the end of the world. Democracy is dead as we know it. Basically is the message they're sending out. If Elon Musk takes off, it's 100% takes over Twitter. And they're already stating for a fact that he's going to have all of these right Nazi wing accounts on and promoting them on Twitter and promoting their presence on Twitter. He's going to be bringing back Trump as a fact. I mean, nobody knows anything about what's going on. The whole deal might not even go through, but we're already stating for fact that democracy is dead, that the world is ending. And for him to utter that free speech should reign is going to kill every single fucking trans person in the world. Every one of them is dead. Well,
yeah, that's obviously true. And sorry, I just need to frame Ernie in there just a little bit better. There we go. There we go. You guys can see him just fine, right? What's going on? Okay, fine. You get that.
There you go. Thank you.
Let's see if we can get in there a little bit better.
Don't you have like two cameras now?
I do have a second camera, but I left it down. I'm traveling right now. So
gotcha.
A little bit. All right. Let's see if we can get in there. All right, there we go. So now you got Ernie in all his glory, and I'll just pop in here. In fact, I'll just sit down here with you all. We'll just talk about the news.
Perfect. You sit right there and we'll just go over it. So that's the basic gist of it. And then Elon Musk has pointed out some of the decisions that execs have made have been questionable on their policies on wanting to be a platform where you can have open discussions about different issues. And also the fact that they've gotten a lot of things wrong that they've banned people over, especially when it came to COVID.
All right. So there's so many things that Twitter banned people for, from tweeting learn to code, from casting aspersions on the narratives of many things, including the election, the 2020 election, the 2016 election, the what's it called? The Hunter Biden laptop, and basically saying that there are two genders. So
right. And misgendering.
What exactly happened? What exactly, Jay, what happened with this attorney from Twitter who apparently was crying at an all hands meeting.
Right. So it's been reported that she's cried, and there's been leaked audio from a lot of these meetings, and you can just hear the desperation and the despair with a lot of these execs and employees, and it's very hard to sympathize for a lot of these people because of how openly they were fine and wanting to let you know that they're controlling narratives on Twitter. So it's very hard to sympathize with any of these people whatsoever. And it's been reported that she actually broke down and in tears and cried. And
over Elon Musk simply buying Twitter.
Yes. And when Elon Musk pushed a mild criticism on her, you had all of these tech journalists running to simp for her, white knight her, like Blake buy her, all of it. They wanted to get.
Hold up. Blake buy her? That's some serious, serious.
That's
simping.
some serious simping.
I can't believe
that is next level.
That is the top tier level of simping. You can't go higher than Blake buy.
You can't.
You should resign, by the way.
There's Blake by simping, and then there's everyone else. You just can't do it.
Distant second, third, fourth, and 69.
Nice. And it's just really funny to see the journalists, and this hits on a point that that Batya liked to hit, that journalists now are in an elite class of their own. So they go rush to the defense of this elite executive, trying to protect her and hide behind that she's a woman, she can't be criticized. Oh, she's a woman of color.
She's a woman of color, she can't be criticized. Is that what
right?
I'm hearing?
And she made $17 million last year with Twitter. So she's not some little person with no fucking power that they're trying to reverse this on. She has a lot of power. And when it comes to Twitter, she has the most power, even more than presidents, even more than world leaders. She has a lot of fucking power on Twitter. And to watch them rush like little fucking bitches to defend her is just, it was really, really eye-opening. And it exposed a lot of these people. It really did.
Dan Wants Pizza says complaining about the possibility of Twitter becoming politically neutral basically proves that it currently isn't, which is interesting because that's the same argument that libs, particularly like what do they call them? Awfuls, the affluent white female liberals, and or feminist liberals. The feminist liberals basically saying anytime that like people are complaining about equity, it's because you think that our society is not equitable. But they've changed the definition so many times from equality, which is what usually everyone had been championing for, including people on the right as well as the left, until they started changing the definition and shifting the goalposts to say, oh, now we want equity. So what the fuck does that mean, Jay? It's like at this point, it's becoming word salad. You're just going to constantly change the definition of what it is you actually want, because what you actually want is a society that something that doesn't exist and probably never will.
It's not about 50-50 representation anymore. It's not about accurate representation anymore. It's not about any of that kind of stuff. It's about suppressing certain other groups so others can look like they're thriving, but it doesn't do anything for them. It doesn't do anything. It's just going to make everybody on the as poor as everybody else. You can't have a society being equitable when you don't have equal effort being put into society. If you don't have equal effort, for instance, you can't have equitable basketball players. If that's the case, then I would love to be a basketball player or an NFL player. But the people who are putting the effort into it are going to get rewarded.
Hold on.
And it's the same thing with anything.
Jay, let's be real, okay? If you were going to pick any professional athlete, okay, it would be pie eating.
Who?
And you know why?
Who?
Pie eating.
Pie eating. Oh, yeah, especially peach pie. Especially peach pie. Well, it's because I put the effort into it. Do you know how many
Exactly.
mothers' asses I've eaten and to make sure that peach pie is done within 5 minutes?
Less than that, Jay. I've seen you clean out peach pie in seconds.
Man, that was me, half a bottle into bourbon and everything, and it's a party trick. That is a party trick. I don't do
literally
that in
giving
competition.
I'm giving Jay the best promo right now for everyone's mom who's watching this right now.
The best promo is the word of mouth between moms.
Yeah, word of mouth, specifically the mouth, and if word, obviously, the word is ass. So
exactly, the word is ass.
So a lot of things have been happening. I have been loosely following the Elon Musk Twitter takeover without actually going on Twitter, because it seems as if it's just everywhere. It's dominating every single thing I have seen online, and it's basically, it sounds like this deal is all but done. The SEC put out a filing saying that this merger was happening and that Elon Musk will hold 100% essentially of Twitter.
Nice.
Sorry, it's still Ramadan. I still can't drink.
It's okay. I'm going to hell for both of us.
Yeah. And basically what we're seeing is that it's not entirely final. So a lot of people have been asking, well, is Elon Musk actually trying to sabotage the deal, in which case he wouldn't have to pay anything for the breakup, and I think Twitter would be held liable for $1 billion.
Well, there are certain other. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but my expertise from watching Suits states that there are provisions in there where he can't like publicly criticize Twitter for certain reasons and certain things, and it's like gray areas and all that kind of stuff. But we'll see how it goes and who's going to fight for what. Because if Twitter doesn't want to fight for it or try to push something on it, then nothing will come from it, and the deal will go through, I believe. But he could also just be doing $1 billion trolling the shit out of everybody, and then walking away and paying the $1 billion and happy to do so.
Wait, Elon has to pay the $1 billion?
If he walks away,
Okay.
I'm saying that he could be just like doing the most fucking insane troll of spending $1 billion. You know what $1 billion could do? It could number one, it could pay for everyone's student debt. That's number one. That's the worst thing happening in the United States right now is student debt. Student debt is the worst thing that's happening in the United States right now.
Jay,
he needs to pay that off. Fuck world hunger. Fuck child slavery. Fuck children dying on the streets with no home. It is student debt for the doctors and lawyers who are making six figures. That's the most important thing right now.
Think of if
the $1 billion
people, if a billion people around the world, if Elon Musk gave $1 billion to every single individual, he'd still have $42 billion left to spend on Twitter at a discount. Right? Because think of that, like $42 billion gives everyone $1 billion.
Right. And Faye keeping us honest, of course, because she's probably more expert on a lot of things than we are. She's saying, Jay, he'd owed more than $1 billion because he'd still need to pay Morgan Stanley for their work on this. A lot. Well, yeah, because everybody needs to get their fucking piece. I hate bankers and
also
financiers and all this stuff. Except for you, Faye. I love you, Faye. Faye, you're amazing. We need your help for Habibi Khan. You're a queen. You're absolutely everything that we've always wanted.
Also, I'm putting my shirt on just for this part because in addition to our love for Faye Bibi, we also love Stacy, who, if you haven't already, and I got again, we have her GoFundMe currently in what's it called? Did we have it in here?
Do you have the link?
Did I have the link? Oh God, Siraj, what's wrong with you? Every single
It's okay.
time.
It's all right. The Habibis are here to watch us boomer it out. I'm sending it right now.
Please do.
It's in the private chat.
I got it. I found it.
Habibis, if the Habibis don't know, Stacy has been a Habibi since day one. She's one of the family. She is undergoing. She's on the waiting list for a new heart, and she also has two. She has two kids, two adopted children that she's looking over as well. So any bit helps. Tweeting it out, sharing it, whatever it is you guys can do, really helps her out.
So for the record, I just sent out. Oh God, Jay, am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here. Why? What happened?
Okay.
Did you end the stream? Are we still here, everybody? Did you?
I think we're still here.
Okay, I think we're still good. What did you think happened?
I thought it said on one of your things, it says having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection. And I thought,
Prison Mitch. No one responds.
And I just want to say, everyone keeps sending me stuff about Twitter, and they're sending me memes about me being away or attacking me in many different ways. Basically, the unsolicited attacks on Siraj, which basically have existed since the beginning of me being on that website. And I just want you to know, I see you, I hear you. There's not a damn thing I could do about it, even when I come back to Twitter. This is for
Allah. This is for Allah. What you're doing is for Allah.
Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
So I'm putting
my favorite thing that happens on Rumble after we mention Allah is that we get like three comments in the comment section being like, Allah, you guys are Muslim? Oh my God.
Oh yeah. It just really makes for a better segment when we do the reading Rumble comments, and how great of a segment that usually is. Blake By over on Rumble says, "Hi Kate, hope everything has been well. I haven't resigned yet. LOL." God, there's just no one.
This is what I mean by Blake By simping. This is, and to be fair, he never misses. He never misses a chance to simp. Never
misses a chance.
God bless him.
God bless him.
God bless him.
So,
but resign.
Anyways, yeah, he should resign. Okay, so. Man, I feel like we only brushed the surface about this Elon Musk story, because it has been the obsession of so many people to focus on Elon Musk, who is a billionaire, to buy Twitter. And every single time a billionaire has done something, like, I don't know, Jeff Bezos buying the Washington Post, no one really said anything. It happened in 2013 of it's not like Twitter didn't exist in 2013. We have a archive of what anyone had said in 2013 about Jeff Bezos buying Amazon. Oh, but it's the one. I'm sorry, not Jeff Bezos buying Amazon. Jeff Bezos buying the Washington Post, because of course I'm going to boomer that one up. But what I am trying to say is that the Washington Post has a special place in the hearts of so many liberals, because Jeff Bezos was never considered someone who was going against the grain or saying something that was, controversial, or even just dunking on people on social media and trolling or shit posting. But just because Elon Musk does it, and he sometimes hangs with unsavory characters, or just jokes around with people, all of a sudden it's the end of humanity.
Right. And memes. and memes at the expense of some journalists. Now, there are some daunting questions that I have when it comes to Elon Musk taking over Twitter. One of them, of course, is how much of a fucking coward he is when it comes to China.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's like the one thing I could think of that, like, all right, everybody is Blake buying the hell out of Elon Musk, particularly on the right. Yet they haven't really said, look, when the initial story about opening a showroom in Xinjiang happened just at the beginning of this year, Jay, you and I talked about it, but nobody else said shit.
No, nobody did. And I feel like I'm the only person who's really, like, we're the only people who's really calling him a fucking coward every single time. Like, when that happened, I have been nonstop calling him a coward when it comes to China, asking him about things in China. He's never responded. He's not going to. But I feel like I'm the only one who presses him on it. And that's a very important thing to press on, especially if he believes himself to be a free speech absolutist. If he is, then ask him about China. Ask him about Chinese laws against free speech. You are saying you're a free speech absolutist. We're getting Twitter. You're buying Twitter. You're doing all that kind of stuff. Then what are your thoughts on China, on pushback of China, on China's free speech laws, on China doing all of these things that you are saying that you're so for, after you pray, like you went on your knees and sucked Xi's dick in praising China. Like, he did such a fucking whorish job in doing it. Like, he was almost at Blake Buy levels of simping for Xi when he was commenting for China.
Yeah.
And this is an important question.
It's just, yeah, it's also wild. I mean, you have a bunch of libs kind of sticking their foot in their mouths. I think Public Citizen tweeted something along the lines of how they were blocked by Elon Musk, and they're like, so much for free speech. Like, you really actually do have let's take that. Let's just break that down for just one moment.
Right.
Elon Musk blocking you is not a sign that free speech is over. He has the right to not hear your bullshit, just like you have the right to not hear his. Now, is he deplatforming you? That would be a different story. Obviously, that's not what happened with Public Citizen. But on the second part of that, you actually have a lot of ammunition to use against Elon Musk, particularly the stuff about Xinjiang and then Tesla opening up a showroom in Xinjiang. That's the same level of hypocrisy that many people on the right make critiques about, say, like Disney. Like, they're, well, you know, they go and spout off about, like, don't say gay, the supposed don't say gay bill, which is really just the parental rights and education bill in Florida. And then they don't say a word about how they have a huge presence in China, while China largely has a very, very strict policy against that. Well, they certainly don't have gay marriage out in China, but, you know, any sort of dissent against the Chinese Communist Party is met with pretty brutal force, whether you're talking about Hong Kong or in Xinjiang. Practicing different faiths, speaking your mind, speaking out against the government, all of that is basically cracked down on, and Disney doesn't want to say anything. But if Elon Musk is going to partake in dealing with China, it's not like it's not like people can't say anything to him about it. Right. I mean, what the fuck?
That would be the best. That would be the best criticism to point out when it comes to Elon Musk, and some tech journalists and some journalists have done that. There needs to be more of that on the right, instead of this fucking simping, because you don't know if he's bringing Trump back and stuff. You don't know if he's
but even Trump said he's not going to come back. But that's not like
you don't know any of that.
I mean, yeah, but Trump said he's not going to come back. But even if there was the possibility that Trump did come back, like, again, this happens almost every single time. One side finds a hero in some culture, tech, political battle, is that they're not perfect. They're not they really are not your savior.
Right.
They have done some shady shit as well. And the first thought that comes to mind is people simping for Anthony Fauci. I'm sorry, people buying for Anthony Fauci and Andrew Cuomo. Just saying. So praise Elon Musk when you think he's doing a good job, but remind yourself, he's not above criticism. None of us are. We've all done. Well, I haven't done anything that Elon Musk has done. Let's be honest. I certainly haven't made my parents proud.
No, neither have I. But yes, you're totally right. And we don't know when and if this whole deal is going to go through. And I'm one of the guys who wants to burn it all down and all that kind of stuff. And watching tech journalists
spoken like a true Lebanese terrorist, burning it all down. Jihadi.
Honestly, and I'm loving it. I'm really, really loving it. But I'm not going to the extent where I'm Blake buying and simping for Elon Musk over all of this stuff that's happening. I hope there's going to be really good changes. I hope we're going to see more open debates and stuff. And this is really going to bring to light the absolute garbage that Twitter has been doing in terms of suppressing and being the leaders of suppressing stories. When a story is broken on Twitter and it's suppressed, every other platform follows. Right. When Hunter Biden was suppressed, after that, you had Facebook following, then you had YouTube following, and so on. And then
when Trump was banned from Twitter, everybody
else followed. And then COVID misinformation shit. Everybody followed that off.
Twitter tested positive for COVID, and then every other social media platform followed suit. Basically, going out of the way to lick toilets and simping. Blake buying for COVID. It's
right.
It's endless.
It really is, and for them to this thing that sickens me the most, and the reason why it sickens me, it's because this is what I do to all my girlfriends. You gaslight the fuck out of them.
What?
All right. No, listen. So you tell them one thing, and you make them believe this thing, and then you tell them that was never a thing to begin with whatsoever. So when they start going crazy and acting crazy, you said one thing, but you're doing something else, and you can just be like, oh, you're the crazy person. And that's what I feel like tech companies and journalists have been doing for the past years, but seriously witnessing it for the past 10 or 12 years. Because abusers can point out abuser. No, I'm joking. I don't do that kind of stuff. Come on, guys. Stop it. That's not me. I am fucking amazing to all your moms. I haven't gaslit any of them. But you get what I'm talking about. They will gaslight.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you start calling them out and you start going after it and stuff, they are like, oh, you're the crazy person. This is the fake information we're pointing out. This is the fake truth and stuff. And you pointing this out makes you crazy. You are the crazy person. Like pretending there's 85 fucking genders, or pretending there are teachers out there that are not teaching garbage to your kids, or the fact that masks don't work, or even that the Hunter Biden story was real. And then when you push back on any of this stuff, they turn it around on you, and they make it like you're the crazy person.
By the way, the insane person. Before my next point, look who decided to show up to the stream.
Hey guys.
Spencer,
gotta hate finals.
You are more than half an hour late. This is unacceptable. How dare you be a student at good grades? You are hereby fired.
You're
So,
gone.
Ramadan.
At least I'm not late to the work.
You're done.
meetings, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Okay.
done.
So yeah, he's so done. So my next point was going to be about how something, and I forgot because Spencer Sachs, our producer, truly messed up my train of thought. Carlos saying my ass grocery store. What? Mary Lynette, Mary, who is, for those of you who don't know, and I'm going to say this to every single time so that every single one person who watches the stream knows what Mary means to us. Mary is Jay's mom. Jay being
She is my mom.
this guy. Mary,
My
thank you
mom.
so much for the super chat. She says, beyond the shame and embarrassment, I'm very proud of both of you. Thank you, Mary. It means so much.
Thank you. I'm very sorry that I'm a shame and an embarrassment to you.
It's a good time to be a shame and embarrassment. Mary watches this stream so that my parents don't have to. So Mary really taking one for the team. Thank you, Mary. Oh, look at me, Jay. Me going full Blake Bye for your mom. Never go full Blake Bye for anyone.
You never,
except for Jay's mom. We can all fully go Blake Bye for Jay's mom.
Absolutely. You can always do that. Faye coming in. Of course, Jay doesn't gaslight anyone, given where he hangs out, referencing women and his prosperity for Taco Bell. His propensity for Taco Bell, he might cause a fire.
He might. He just might.
Jay,
what were we just talking about? How was it about disinformation and how everybody's like, oh, disinformation is going to be coming? What?
No, we were talking. I was making a point how the media lies and gaslights and pretends like you're the crazy person for questioning it.
Oh yeah, for sure. But there was a specific point that I wanted to add, and I'm trying to remember.
They're all talking about how disinformation is going to be prevalent now on Twitter because he's taken over. When the same people were pushing disinformation, the whole without any pushback, without any fucking repercussions.
Right. No. Yeah. Totally. I'm totally get what you're saying there. And I feel, and it's obviously by design. Okay, it's by design. They do this specifically with the purpose of making you insane to justify gaining more and more power. And Spencer, what were you just throwing up there? What does that say? Can you zoom in? I'm a boomer.
So he's saying how Congress can prevent Elon Musk from turning Twitter back into an unfettered disinformation machine. And the guy works for the New Yorker.
What? No.
The guy works for the New Yorker.
No way. That's too much.
It's fucking hilarious. It's so funny. And they're acting like disinformation has never been put on Twitter. They're acting like, people calling other people pieces of shit has never happened on Twitter. People misgendering people has never happened on Twitter. But now Elon Musk is on there. All of this stuff that's going to happen. It was a paradise before him. A paradise. It's
just, Jay, everything about this is just so funny to me because, all right, in the time that I have been off Twitter, I have had so much clarity mentally, just not thinking about all the sort of in the weeds, petty, feuds and stuff like that. Just a lot of bullshit, really. Right. And it's for people who actually don't use Twitter, this is truly a nothing burger. It's not like this is going to change or alter the course of history. Twitter is going to be Twitter. In fact, if Twitter turns into a neutral platform, which is something that I think was originally the purpose of it, like being a town square.
Yep.
I'm just saying power in numbers, right, Jay? I mean, if your side is more persuasive and comes up with better arguments for your agenda, for your cause, wouldn't it make sense to not leave Twitter? Because if Twitter is like the first, like, if we're talking about like the spread of information, think of like, obviously, like information being like suckling on a teat, like mommy milky, yeah. And Twitter being like the first one to get like the taste of that mommy milky. Nom 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 nom.
So the public boob for sustenance, for
Right.
information.
The public boob for informational sustenance. Just think of that. That I want that image in your head of,
And this one too.
at any time that you're tweeting or you're getting information, think of yourself just like, mommy milky. Of course, that's the mommy milky of information. And basically from there on, every other, outlet, website, social media platform follows suit. If you leave Twitter out of like a sense of defiance, or you just cannot take that website, you have truly, you probably don't deserve to be on Twitter in the first place, because you take this shit really serious, way too seriously.
Right.
Also, mommy milky.
No, and you're right. I mean, you don't need to take Twitter is not supposed. I mean, some of the stuff can be taken seriously, but some of it shouldn't be taken as seriously.
Throw that back up. Now, Papa P says Emily misgendered Siraj. Emily being my wife. She thought he was a man who could provide that mommy milky. Oh, right. Look who decided to show up. Eliza Blue Podcast. That's actually her last name is Podcast.
Her last name is Podcast. She Blue Podcast, like blue balls,
Blue
but
podcast.
Blue Podcast.
Blue balls, yes. Faye BB says, look at Siraj pretending to be all mature and evolved after 1 month off Twitter. We're dragging you back into 10 Twitter fights. It's your first morning back online. That's essentially what's going to happen. So
100%.
Man, that's how we doing? Bye Guy 2009. I just love the fact that Blake Bye is, oh my God. Blake Bye 2009. Bye Guy 2009 says Eliza Blue on HPH went. Bye Guy, she's like a friend of the show. She's like, hold on. Since Eliza's here we go. There you go. Yeah. Why is I'm off? I feel like Spencer is trying to do everything.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh,
that's it. That's it right there. Do it for me, baby. Let me see it. That's it right there. Oh my God, yes. I'm talking about, baby.
That's how we do it.
Fuck yeah.
And Eliza.
And she's gone.
Says I'm out. And she's gone. She's all gone. So yes, welcome back to the show. Jay, you actually had a story you wanted to talk about, because I have, again, Oklahoma is a place that both of us know because we both spent time there. But they actually did something pretty interesting this last week.
Yeah, it happened this week. And also, like, that is just always so, like, amazing to me that your parents and my parents knew the same Muslim circle, but they never knew each other. Like, they never hung out. Like, it's so wild to me when we went and met up and we all talked about the same people. It was insane. That would be so crazy. But the story I'm talking about that came out from Oklahoma is that they're actually banning the non-binary label when gendering a child.
Baby? Like a baby, like a born baby.
A born baby at birth. It has to be male or female. There's no non-binary. And this flipped people to shit. They
hold on.
How many people? The same people who said that doctors and parents shouldn't be allowed to gender people are flipping the fuck out and allowing some dumb parent to gender their kid as non-binary.
First of all, Jay,
not having the child come up for it with themselves, but the parent actually labeling them as non-binary. And I honestly think this non-binary crap is really going to harm kids, harm teenagers, harm young adults more in the long run of their lives than it's actually going to give them any sort of fucking relief, importance, or anything. And to even claim that these people are trans, like non-binary means you're trans, is absolutely fucking retarded to me. And it's just going to the next group of people to think that they're more marginalized than the next person. First it was gay people, then it was lesbians, then it was trans. Now it's like non-binary, and non-binary has to infuse into the trans livelihoods, and then trans have to infuse into the fucking women livelihoods and stuff. And it's just always this fucking ending cycle that's going to keep on going, keep on coddling people, keep on pretending that some person's fucking special for existing. This is more harm than anything, and I praise Oklahoma for doing it, and I think more people should follow suit. And also it needs to go even further with this non-binary bullshit.
I agree, Jay. Just implement Sharia, get it done with.
Done deal.
Done deal. Couple things. Dan Wants People says it's spelled babies, you dipshit. Spencer, you're fired. Look at that. Unless you're talking about a singular. We're talking about a singular baby.
Oh my God. We were just talking about his good grades in fucking university. I didn't even fucking catch it. What the fuck, man? Come on. Even I wouldn't. Even I wouldn't get that.
Polio says, did Jay say labeling or labia? Pronunciation matters here.
Labeling, labia.
I think it was labia.
This is good Arak.
So, yes, honestly, I hear more and more people. And I was making this joke like early on my tenure at the Examiner when I was there back in like 2016. And that was that in order to sort of like libs kind of go about the approach all wrong, thinking that like identity politics is just going to make people accept, others, and like, the whole like coexist bumper sticker and tolerance and acceptance and all that shit, Jay. I mean, you've been through that.
Oh yeah.
What you have to do, Jay, is you have to infiltrate their movements the way that I have infiltrated the conservative movement, and basically make everybody accept Sharia as the one true path to saving our culture. So
yes, slowly and surely.
But surely.
Surely.
So with that being said, it's really funny because like at this point, when we're thinking about the trajectory in which society has gone just in the last half decade, if you remember correctly, one of the main arguments that conservatives were using against like this idea that Western society or Western civilization was against like this radical Islamist takeover of the ways of Al-Qaeda and ISIS, and like imposing like this like very oppressive authoritarian theocratic ideology on the people, was that conservatives would point to like gay marriage or like same-sex couples and be like, look, we support this, we like let them like get married and build families. And now like 5 to 10, like within 5 to 10 years after like Obergefell v. Hodges, which was 2015,
yeah,
I've seen so many like conservatives being like, yeah, we just need Sharia, we just need it.
Right. It's because the thing is that it's never ending. You give people a fucking inch, they take 1,500 miles. It went from like accepting gay marriage now that you have to accept 9-year-olds chopping their dicks off. That's that's where it ended up. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah. There
meme
was
of
like remember when
putting the meme of pushing down one thing. It's like, oh yeah, you're gay. Okay, I'm gonna stop calling you a F word, and it goes down all the way, and it's like, okay, 9-year-olds should chop off their dicks.
What's so great about it is that like when you think about like sort of the trajectory that has also gone, it's like, no, we're like against female genital mutilation. All right, Tommy, chop off your dick.
Right. We're against that. Oh, chop your boobs off. That's fine. Oh, you're 14 and confused? That means you need to chop your boobs off. Oh. And nobody
Amazing.
and they don't want to be honest about it. They pretend like talking about gender dysphoria is something so haram, and it's like almost like conversion therapy, when in reality pushing 12-year-olds to chop their dicks off, or pushing like young teens to chop their fucking boobs off, is conversion therapy. There was a tweet that really that to me made a lot of sense, and it was talking about how gender reassignment therapy and like hormone stoppers and surgeries and all that kind of stuff in 10 years time is going to be viewed as people getting lobotomies.
Really? Because I think of it as more like gay conversion therapy.
No, that's it. A conversion therapy with a lobotomy.
With a lobot. Yeah, I mean, you're changing someone's like, look, when a month or so ago when we were talking about Ketanji Brown Jackson and the whole debate about what is a woman and how that's become basically a talking point in which you mock the very people like these fourth or fifth wave feminists. You basically ask them what is a woman, and they can't even give you a straight answer because they want to be like all inclusive and they don't want to offend anyone. Like they clearly just want to reject science in favor of political convenience because they don't want to admit that the definition of a woman is someone with 2 X chromosomes, and that's just not a scientific basis. Like,
gives birth and nurtures.
Well, not necessarily gives birth
kids.
because you're creating more qualifiers because they're simply they're not every women are scientifically can, but not every woman does. So like, are you going to define woman by like whether or not she did give birth? Like again, like all you have to do is just boil it down to 2 X chromosomes.
A true woman.
That's the answer.
A true woman is one that gives birth. That's a true woman and makes sandwiches and washes the dishes.
Well, I guess we could say that. Yeah, Jay, I guess we could say this now that we're more than about a month removed from Women's History Month. So, right.
We are a month. No, but you're right. I mean, yes, I was just giving one extra thing to throw out there that, yeah, they also give birth. And that's one of the biggest miracles in humanity, is the fact that a woman gives birth to other humans and produces more humans. It's a huge miracle. Another miracle is if they can parallel fucking park, but it's just an extra attribute to what makes a woman a woman. But they don't like having individualism. They don't. But the funny thing is like, look, everyone's equal except these people who are labeled fragile. If you do anything to harm these people who are labeled fragile, then the world is going to end and they're going to die and all that kind of stuff. You can't talk reality to them. You have to pretend and you have to be in their delusion with them. And I think that's going to harm them the most, especially kids who are 14 years old who say they're non-binary. Why live in their delusion when instead you want to help them?
Master Thief
They're
says,
not fucking unicorns. I mean, they're
Thief.
not fucking unicorns, but they're not unicorns.
Wait, they're not. They're
not
having
fucking a unicorn, but they're not unicorns.
But what if they could have sex with unicorns? Then you'd have women giving birth to
Bro,
unicorns.
they're 16 years old. Can you stop, please? I said 16-year-olds. Stop.
Master Thief says women, the original 3D printer. And then Mary Lynette says and drive a stick shift. It's Jay's mom for you. You see where he gets it now. He gets it from a woman. It's okay. We can go full Blake by and simp for Mary Lynette. Faye BB has a message for Jay.
Jay, I'll have you know my parallel parking skills are essentially 100% fantastic.
Mashallah,
Oh yeah,
mashallah.
and I got to see it.
Gotta see it to believe it.
I got to see it to believe it. On Habibi
So
Con,
what else is that? What's going? What?
I was going to say on Habibi Con, we're going to have a parallel parking judging for
God.
all Habibtis that come.
We got to do a peach pie eating contest, a parallel parking contest.
Yes.
A wet t-shirt contest, but it's only dudes.
No, it's only you and me.
It's just you and me. Exactly.
It's just you and me. Nobody else. and it's us with like 4 different white shirts that we always come back in on.
Yeah. Janice says, I left for a moment and his shirt was on. Why is it back off? Faye BB says, Jay, you're on. Bye Guy 2009 on Rumble says, I gotta explain this to my boss tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure what he has to explain. Maybe it's the fact that he watches this, but also Blake is a councilman, therefore his boss is we the people. So explain yourself, Blake. Why are you simping so hard?
Why do you
for Ketanji Brown Jackson? Never go full Blake. Never go full Blake by for anyone. EOD Tech 89 says, don't forget the Florida-based Department of Health does not recommend transitions for children.
Yes. This was a big story too, because the Department of Health, the federal Department of Health from the White House stated that they support hormone blockers and trans surgery for kids, and Florida pushed back on it. Did you see that? Did you read anything on it? Okay,
no,
so
I don't read. I'm illiterate.
I know you are. So am I. You don't know how hard this is for me. I have to get my girlfriend to read everything to me like I'm a 3-year-old so I can actually do the show.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Overbearing Urge says there's some insufferable liberal taking up video space that could be used for that cute dog. All right, fine. Hold on 1 second. Let me go get him. Back to Jeremy's take.
Yes. So, and honestly, it's a really good move from, I think, from Florida doing this, is that they're actually pushing back against this federal fucking fantasy on these things. And one, and he just sent it over. Let me get it. Hold on. It's the 2022 gender dysphoria release. The Florida Department of Health releases guidance on treatment of gender dysphoria for children and adolescents. This is from Tallahassee. Today, the Florida Department of Health released guidance regarding treatment of gender dysphoria for children and adolescents. The guidance uses the most up-to-date scientific data available and provides the overall health and well-being for children. And you can go in. You actually can read all of it, and they also talk about what I also really believe is a very important talking point, is that you are not fully developed. Like your brain, your cognitive abilities, your decisions abilities, all that kind of stuff is not fully developed until you're 26. It's not. Male or female, really. And to be able to think for yourself, critical thinking, all of that kind of stuff, not until you're 26. So to be pushing and to be injecting ideas like, there are 79 different identities out there. You can pick whatever you want, all this type of stuff. When kids are 9 years old, you are influencing them and you're pushing a harmful ideology into their brains. And there's no science. There's no real science and no real base science backing any of these genders or backing the idea that there's more than 2 genders. There's not. They have these graphs that are saying, here's the binary wave of male and female and nothing in between. And then they say that's incorrect. And then they say here's the binary wave and a million genders in between, and they're like, this is what's correct. That's not what it is. It's binary. Gender is binary. It's male, female. Whatever you want to believe you are is fine. But bringing science into it is going to harm people for the rest of their lives. How you want to live your life is up to you. And pushing these ideologies onto 9-year-olds, it's not a choice anymore.
Jay, I'm
You're
just saying
brainwashed.
that. I'm just
It's
saying,
not a
Jay,
choice. It's like, and I'm an atheist. So in my point of view, it's like religion. When somebody's born in a Christian family or born in a Muslim family and everything, they don't have a choice on what their religion is going to be. For the majority of them, they're going to be Muslim or they're going to be Christian. They don't have the ability to really pick and choose what they want to do without like huge dissent. So when you're coddling these kids at 9, 6 years old and pushing them with these falsehoods, and that's the reason, like in the UAE, they want to ban all information when it comes to atheism, when it comes to like contradicting Islam, when it comes to contradicting religion. They ban all of that kind of stuff. So what do they want to do here in the United States? They want to ban being able to push back and challenge this ideology of identity and genders and non-binaryism and fucking gender fluidity and all this bullshit. They want to ban discussions on it, just like Pakistan bans blasphemy or bans any kind of discussion against Islam or any of these things because they know it's nonsense.
So,
and I don't mean to shit on Islam during Ramadan. I apologize. This is us
okay.
go down.
I was just going to say that one thing that I'd like to point out is that if we're going to force kids to transition, or if people are going to force kids to transition to a completely different gender, they should also have to enlist in the military.
I am totally down for that.
That's a fair exchange, right? If they're old enough to make their own decisions on things like what's it called? On things like transitioning to a completely different gender and changing their entire biological physical makeup, they should also have to enlist in the military. What's up, buddy?
And they want, and the worst thing about this too, and this is like to like solidify my my stance on paying taxes and giving any power and any money to the government is immoral. It is immoral because they use your tax money because they want to use your tax money to pay for these surgeries that are going to do irreparable harm to children and irreparable harm to people. And then they also use your money for other things like droning fucking allies and their whole family.
Yeah, or leaving $7 billion worth of equipment left in Afghanistan.
Yes.
Hey, what was that story again, Jay? Did I see that correctly?
Yes, it was $7 billion. The Pentagon just released the numbers, and it's $7 billion that is left behind. The whole withdrawal has been nothing but a fucking failure, and that nobody has resigned over it is a stain. It's a fucking stain, and it's a stain on this administration. Fucking $7 billion. From the vetting, them claiming that they vet Afghanis from before bringing them here has been a lie. The amount of Americans who died makes it a failure. And I said this from day one. If one American dies when they're doing this, it's a failure. It's a fucking failure. And we've left behind hundreds. We left hundreds of Americans behind in Afghanistan when we did this. We had to have people volunteer to go and get them. Holy shit, you're fuzzy as fuck. Got a drink.
Well, that's just because I stopped picking my chest hair too, Jay.
But you guys get what I'm saying. Fuck, Arak is insane. This is 50 proof, like 100 something percent. It's fucking insane.
Man. So, with that being said, let's see here. Do I have, where's my Habibi Bros background? It was just here.
Yeah.
You're
That's it.
You're gonna just be stuck with this from now on.
That's fine. And as we're stuck on this, we'll go into our segment of Ask Us Anything, Habibis.
Ask us anything, Habibis.
I like
So
how
go
you're
ahead,
moving.
ask us
Like
anything.
you're slowly, you're like floating.
I know, right? It's kind of neat.
Mhm.
And I'm going in and out of focus. I like this.
So the first question comes from Janice. What did we do to deserve this? Well, Janice.
Hold on, let's zoom out here. Let's go.
Janice, you know what you did to deserve
You know what
this.
you did, Janice.
You know what you did. I need to watch this a little bit.
Prison
Siraj
Mitch says, how does it feel to be the only lib who gained followers during this transition? You went from 75 a day on average to gaining 1,000 in 24 hours when you're not even on Twitter. Is that true, Jay?
I don't know. I haven't been checking, but I did do a tweet where I was like, "Thank you, Elon Musk, for 20,000 followers. I couldn't have done it without you."
That's so funny.
Everybody was like
2009.
whining about losing and gaining and all this kind of stuff. But the thing is, I don't understand why people are making these assumptions. He hasn't taken full control over Twitter yet. Like, he doesn't control it yet. This hasn't gone 100% through. Why make these wild assumptions? It's just weird to me.
By guy 2009 on Rumble says, Siraj, since you have been on Ramadan, I assume you've gotten the earned postcards ready with all of your free time. When can I expect my earned postcard I was promised? Also, Jay, did you enjoy your time this last weekend with Fuzzy's mom?
I did. And also,
did you like the tattoo?
Just so people have a little bit of context, when were you supposed to get those out?
By New Year's.
Okay. New Year's this
when
year?
Did I get those out? Not New Year's.
New Year's this year?
This past year, yeah, 2022 New Year's. I'm just saying that, like, you know, stuff came up time after time. I mean, I was originally supposed to get them like in February of 2021. So yes, I'm more than a year late. So what's this that we're seeing from Parag? Oh, it is Parag Agrawal. He is saying, I took this job to change Twitter for the better. Course correct where we need to and strengthen the service. Proud of our people who continue to do the work with focus and urgency despite the noise. So he has gone full Blake Pie for Elon Musk.
And Elon Musk posted, next, I'm buying Coca-Cola and putting cocaine back in.
Hell yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Love to see it. You love to see it. Johnny number 5 says, my wife overlooking my shoulder on my phone, and now I have to explain I'm not gay. Too late, Johnny number 5.
Explain this to her. Explain this to her.
Explain this. Oh.
Explain it, Johnny.
Faye Bibi has something as well to get off her chest. It says, Siraj, you look good with a beard, even better with a beard and a shirt. That's where you're wrong, Faye. I never.
You look amazing shirtless with a beard. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Said because Hakirat, he come in here, he say Pakistani accent. Faye Bibi's, ma'am, sir, ma'am, I do not look good in shirt. Yes, I look good in beard, but never shirt. Okay, see you.
E-Step. Sean E-Step says, Jay, I am a noob wannabe. My question is, do you shave your head by choice, prompted by male pattern baldness, or to avoid rocking a power mullet and being Lebanese, Dog the Bounty Hunter? So, Sean, The power of Phoenician genes that run through my veins have made me bald. So it is male pattern baldness. I was bald by the age of like 26.
I'm talking Stephen Miller bald, not like Red Steezy.
Yeah, I'm not going to be the Lebanese this guy. No, because I don't have enough hair here to actually do any of that. Like there's nothing that grows here. Nothing. We should do a bet.
And
like,
Jay, there's actually nothing that grows down here either. In fact, we are known for nothing growing in this region at all beyond.
No, you Asian Pakistanis are known.
You're not known for that? Dan Wants Pizza says zooming in on it does not make it bigger, Siraj. As one, well, you got me there. Hey, BB says
your face is so good.
Well, I try being nice. You'll see where it gets me.
Well, Faye, honestly, I love it. It's like a whip. I love it.
Oh, also, don't forget, we got a brand new local stream coming to you tomorrow night. That's Thursday night, April 28th. And that is going to be, we're going to do a little Habibi hangout sesh. And that will come to you around 9 p.m. East, 6 p.m. Pacific, Jay.
Yes.
And we'll even have a special guest.
Hangout.
Yeah,
Last
we'll
time
even have a special guest on.
We hung out with M.
Yeah,
and that was great.
Yeah,
yes,
that was a lot of fun.
We could see that she was real. Fuck,
she's not. She's very real.
So people know that I
not fake.
Have a girlfriend.
Nobody she's very real, not fake, Jay. So, just a reminder to the Habibis that if you use the Habibi, if you use the promo code for our locals, Jen Rubin 69, you get 1 month free trial. So you can check out our locals only streams, which are a lot of fun. So
yeah, I mean, we have a good one, and it's really just us hanging out, kind of like this, but less serious because we're so serious now.
Yeah, we're very serious all the time, right, Ernie?
Absolutely, right. Sir.
Ernie,
should I get Fred?
Fred? Yes, you get Fred. Get Fred.
All right, I'll go get Fred.
Okay, get Fred. Fred, watch. We never had Fred and Ern meet face to face. That's about to change, buddy. Right? So, let's see some more comments, shall we? Spencer. Shivern says, every time I click on one of these, they're shirtless. That is too bad, sir. Shivan Patel. And will always be shirtless. Professor Popper says, show Siraj the Elon models and poll. Oh, there's Fred. Hi, Fred. Oh,
say hello, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Say hello, Fred. He's going to start scratching me here in a little bit.
Jerry 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 on Rumble says, what's with the dog? This is, you're talking about our president, sir. This is the president of the United States right here. He is the duly elected leader of the.
I think Fred and Ern need to get into a room together and actually do this podcast.
I think that would be, I think people would tune into that. I think people would only watch that and nothing else. Right, buddy?
Fred, it's okay. It's okay, Fred. He looks like he wants to attack. I'm surprised he hasn't scratched me yet.
Ernie definitely wants to murder me after this. So, wait, why are we? What's going on here? Megan Fox confirms she and Machine Gun Kelly drink each other's blood. It's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes. Which ritual, Jay?
For ritual purposes. Like, what the fuck is that? For ritual purposes. Look how happy he is to be here.
Oh, look how happy, Ernie. You made a best friend. He'll probably, let's be honest. Ernie needs a friend because apparently I'm not enough. So,
I've
anyways,
never looked at it in my life.
so as we watch Jay torture Fred and me,
Torturing Fred. I don't torture this guy.
Jay, there literally is an ass you will not broadcast to the public. So, Overbearing Earth says, came and pet that pussy. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Come and pet that pussy.
Look at this.
All right,
Look at
so
this.
Habibis. Sean S. says, half naked men stroking pets. Why do I love the show more every time I do? That's where you're wrong, Sean, because we are fully naked. Okay, I'm not with Anthony right now. Overbearing says political unrest stability stabilizes, yes, and I must confess. It's pretty good. I like that. Jerry 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 on Rumble says, back to Musk, do you think it's good or bad? So it sounds like you were not watching the whole stream, and that's fine. A lot of latecomers. For me, I'm more of a premature comer, right, Jay?
Oh,
Jay knows what I'm talking
absolutely.
about.
3
My wife
minutes
knows what
and
I'm
you're
talking about
done.
too.
And I like saying 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I like
so
3
in
minutes.
any event, like
3 seconds.
just to rehash this, since this is technically Ask Us Anything, he did ask us a question, good or bad. Siraj is a one pump kind of a guy. That is the type of person I am. But yes, Elon Musk taking over Twitter, ultimately, I think initially, I'm very optimistic about this. I think it's a good thing. Bringing Twitter back to being a neutral platform, one that, obviously prioritizes free speech, is something that Jay and I very much want, because Jay has been banned 14 times for calling Brian Stelter a little bitch clown. So he had to basically change up his language from cursing out Brian Stelter in English to cursing him out in Arabic by calling him a gahba, which for those of you who don't know what that means, what does it mean, Jay?
Gahba means bitch or whore. So when I call Brian Stelter a little gahba clown, I mean he's a little bitch clown.
Boom.
Join me, Habibis.
Yeah. So yes, that is ultimately why we like the purchase. I think it's look, Jay, the website has just not been as fun without your 14 other accounts. Okay. Okay. It just has not been as fun. It also hasn't been as fun without Trump and a bunch of other characters, but specifically without those 14 Twitter accounts of yours. So ultimately,
hopefully we'll have Brandon Taylor.
So we're hopeful. We're just hoping that if this thing goes through, that the hopes of what we all want Twitter to become as part of the public square and championing free speech. I mean, that's the reason why so many people are going to alternative platforms. That's why I see all these other social media platforms that do champion free speech start to grow in popularity, like Rumble.
I mean, look at Rumble.
Even though look at Rumble.
Rumble
Perfect
has
example. People are tired of YouTube.
Right.
Now,
and because they have the same kind of execs and ideology of suppressing free speech. I mean, we're able to be on here unafraid to talk and push back on ideologies about trans, ideologies about non-binary, ideologies about CRT,
COVID-19, masks, vaccines, you name it. Election integrity. I mean, it's all there. We talk about it. And, we may not always get it right, Jay, but we talk, we're not afraid to say anything or what's on our mind.
Right. And the thing is, this will open for more debates. Like, for example, we can have somebody on here who says, no, masks did work. And we can be like, masks didn't work. And we can have this debate and have an open discussion about it. Just banning things outright not only empowers your opponent in thinking that they're right, but they're going to go even further and have even like deeper, like they harden their hearts even deeper in their ideologies and stuff. Having open debates, being able to clown people, to show people who are wrong, to show truth. It's important, and it's important for a functional society. It's very important for a functional society.
No,
We're gonna
Jay, it's very important for
reality.
functional society. That's what I heard you say.
Functional.
Yeah. So, but yes, we are going to be, for those of you who are tuning in late, again, we got a locals only stream happening tomorrow night on locals. There is a promo code in the description of this video, and it expires tomorrow. Actually, it expires April 28th, and that is when you go to our website, habibibros.locals.com, and use the promo code JenRubin69, you get 1 month free trial. So we're gonna do a hangout. If you like it tomorrow night, we appreciate the support. If not, you just stay for the month and then do what you want to do, right, Jay? Which
Absolutely.
is what is it that we normally do?
We 69 and appreciate each other for being family.
Oh, I thought it was eat ass and take names, but
that's when we 69.
That's true. Look, Jeb says Fauci and Stelter should share a cell and Gitmo, and it should be live streamed 24/7. It'd be like, although Jay, that would I feel like that would be a Timcast venture, like with Chicken City.
Yes, that would be. And we should have our own. We should have a Fred City and Earn City, and just watch it grow.
You can see it happen. So, Habibi,
I can see it happening. Like if you put a GoPro around Earn, and I put one around Fred.
Yeah,
millions.
I can see it.
Millions of views.
Yeah, Jay, maybe we'll finally stop asking people for money and signing up for our locals, because Ernie and Fred will just make millions and millions of dollars, and they won't give us a penny because it'll be all theirs, and they'll spend it all on whatever is the dog equivalent of PCP.
Siraj thoughts for the video game. Okay, hold on. I can't.
Are you gonna go check it out? Go check it out, Jay.
Yeah, let me go check it out real quick. It's on Fallen.
Look how the Nightbot is still on the locals. It's so good. It just covers everything. So you're gonna check that out. Bye Guy 2009 Rumble says, "Excuse me, I had to explain to you, Siraj, what Chicken City is." I don't know who this Bye Guy 2009 on Rumble is. I have no idea who that is.
Is it? I mean, the one thing. Fuck. I mean, Professor Pupper, Fallen Knight 243. He's making a pixel game for Habibi Bros, and one thing he's done here, which is great. Let me get it up. Hold on 1 second.
That's what she said, or he said,
or he
or
said.
she.
So
he said, "Oh shit."
Now that Elon Musk bought Twitter, he's asking if we should keep Jack as my main villain. And I think we should, because he's the main guy who banned me like 12 different times. And these are the, I think they're great. These are the two forms of Jack during when you play the game, when you fight him. And I think this is great. It looks so good. He's done an amazing job, and you should see like how he's made out Siraj and the tan suit and Peaches. Like it's so good. I couldn't have thought of a better turnout for the game than what Professor Pupper's been doing.
It's really, honestly, it's incredible.
Really it really is.
Stuff. So everyone go give Professor Pupper a follow on Twitter. What is it? If you use Twitter, Fallen Knight 69. I'm sorry, that's Fallen Knight 243. Twitter.com.
Yes.
Go ahead and check out his stuff. It's really good. Honestly, like blows me away. Not like not like a Jay blowing me kind of way, but like, like ISIS Kaboom blowing me kind of way. right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he has some other. I wish I could just find it real quick, but it's not easy for
There's
me
just
to.
too many memes here.
Too many memes. Way too many memes. But you can look at his dog. His dog is cute as fuck, eating some ice.
There's a dog.
Or not ice,
Little
eating
dog.
some snow.
Yeah. So Spencer, get in here. Do we have anything else going on?
Oh yes.
I don't know if we covered it. Orrin Hatch died this past week, so thoughts to his family and all those he cared about.
Why did you spring that on us when we both don't have our shirts on, Spencer?
I know, like
I did mention
so
it
bad.
both in text and in private chat.
No, you didn't.
Look in
Spencer,
private chat.
You didn't do anything of that sort. But when we talk about people dying, we have to have our shirts on. Okay.
So throw your shirt on. Save everyone.
No,
save
we're not talking about this, okay?
Not right now. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about like actual, like, you know, serious stuff when it's time to be serious. Not the end of the show. Jesus, Spencer. God, don't you have any
I mean, and you have access to our.
Don't you have any
our shared
have you no
document.
shame?
Put that on there. It's not even on there.
I just remembered in the middle of the show. Like, let's be real here.
Wow.
Okay, and honestly, I feel bad because, like, Orrin Hatch, towards the end, like, he was great.
Well, let's be honest, okay? All right, we're gonna just talk about this because, look, Orrin Hatch died of old age, so it's not like something that you really need to be sad about, okay?
No, he lived a great life,
full life. 88 years old. Above,
you got to witness the first hatches of dinosaurs, to the building of the pyramids. He got to see it all. That's how old he was. He did.
Yeah, 88,000 years old, 88 million years old. So here's Daniel J says, "Inshallah, Habibis, I made it before the show was over, and you both look disgusting." Jay, what do you say to that?
Thank you, Daniel D. And also, one thing that we need to go on, and if you can bring a banner up, and it is shitting on Carl for not being here. So Carl,
oh, he's not here again.
He's not here. He had to go away. So
hey,
we're gonna shit on
Jay,
Carl.
You know what's so great?
12 minutes.
Jay, Carl's so insignificant. I didn't even notice he wasn't here.
Right, how's
that for shitting on Carl?
He's so insignificant that it took me until now to even think of him not being here.
Yeah,
you know what he's doing? You know what he's doing? He's probably building some dumbass fucking nerdy shit.
Oh, he's totally building
a Lego
Legos.
set or anything. Like, that's what he's doing. Instead of being at the gym, instead of like making himself better, he's building a gym out of Legos.
Instead
of what the fuck?
Yeah, instead of like actually building a life skill or like reading a self-help book, he's reading a self-help book about Legos.
It's Legos for dummies. That's what he's writing. It
is
about.
Literally the Lego self-help book is instructions of how to build the latest Lego set he just bought.
Exactly. That's what he Googles all day instead of bettering himself. Anyways, so
hey,
that's
hold on.
it.
Do you think Carl buys like a giant version of like a Lego hand to jerk off with?
Oh, for sure. That's exactly what he jerks off to. His porn is the Lego movie. He watches.
Oh no, I'm sorry, not a giant version. That actually is the mini, like the original small version.
Right. It's a little bitty. It's a little bitty tweezer
like
set. It's a real one.
Yeah. So Carl, when you're done using that, can you like sanitize it so me and Jay can borrow it? Right.
And that's all the time we have. Thank you, Habibi.
And thank you so much.
Oh, Sarah got in.
Sarah, welcome, Habibi. Says, what WTF is this? Is Siraj in the tanning bed? Maybe. I don't know, Jay. I've been going to the beach a lot recently.
Yeah, I've been living in Florida. You got it.
Yeah. So, let's see here. So maybe it is the lighting in here, but I'll take it. If people start saying, Siraj, you're looking darker than Jay ever did, or his asshole.
Right.
If I'm darker than my actual beanbag, then we'll consider that a great day.
Yes.
So Eddie says, why doesn't Siraj tweet anymore? Eddie, where have you been? No,
It's
seriously, where have you
Ramadan.
been?
He's taking Ramadan off.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a social media fast. Like, that's the only reason why I'm not on Twitter right now. It's literally the pinned tweet. You could go to my profile and just look.
And you'll get
not
your
on
answer.
Twitter. That's why I'm not there. So Ramadan ends on May 1st, which is like 4 days away. So that's when I'll be back. So okay. Whoa, Daniel G says, Mary Lynette, hey sexy. Jay, your response?
I don't give a shit. That's good. You can go ahead and give her all the STDs you got.
Oh my. Wow. Moving on. It says easier to just ask. LOL. Well,
True.
you have your answer.
And it makes for good content.
Mary responses. Hi, Dan.
Okay.
And look, ooh, she's giving him the googly eyes.
Ah, that's ooh.
Yeah. But she really meant that.
I mean,
Dan
go
wants
for
pizza.
It's all good. I still get Dan's mom in my DMs all the time just to ignore. That's the difference between me and Dan. Like a fucking Blake bye when I leave his mom on red.
Daniel G says, wouldn't be the first time we traded those, Jay. Nor would it be the first time that Jay and I have traded those, right, Jay?
Absolutely. And if you're
Essentially,
watching, go
100%.
get yourself tested because oh my god.
Wait, what did Hunter Biden tell Beau Biden's widow?
Oh yeah, tell his girlfriend
that you would get tested for HIV.
His brother's widow. His brother's
wow, what
widow.
a segue.
Go get yourself tested for
HIV.
for STDs. Like holy
was
shit.
it HIV in particular though?
I don't know what it was, but it was something. Because she got ass
Same.
fucked by that fucking guy.
Let's be honest, Jay, he'd still do him.
Oh, for sure. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah. In any event, Habibis, that has been all for us for tonight's episode of Habibi Power Hour. As always, you can go ahead and hit the like, subscribe button. Leave a comment. And we will see you on our locals only stream next. Use the promo code GenRibbon69 again to get 1 month free trial. Links in the description of this video. I've been Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Mujahed Kobbe.
And Spencer, show some love. Get in here.
I'm Spencer.
Get the hell out of here, Spencer. We're the Habibi Bros. We'll see you next time.